Big old knotty oak on here. I hate when they do that. Let's see if it'll fall off. This one's about 31 inches on the butt end. Wide as my left side wants to open up. I don't think I can go down again. Try to turn it up here. Get this other knot. Tore the bark off on there. There we go. A little extra hook helped it. I've got the angle of this kicked out because that knot there would have hit that where the guide goes in and out. Some of these you just have to diamond because you can't get them through the chute. Get around that. Probably gonna have to bring this up and then shear. This should get me cleared up enough all the way around. That's the only bad thing about these really, really knotty ones that got knots sticking out everywhere. You've got to be able to get them through your chute. A lot of times they point right at the doors or anything like that, and you can't turn them far enough without diamonding the whole thing. You can see how that log, we'll straighten it up, but you can see how it's all. You see how close it was right in this area right here, over here on this right side, where my guide block is. Watch turning them real big ones like that. They'll shoot off the side of the thing if you ain't careful. Got her squared up now and chunking her down. Here's another big one that's you can rip down real fast. Like I said, I love these like this. We sell all the way down to 4 foot lengths, so we keep everything 4 foot and above because we cut it into 36-inch pieces. I leave my left side arms and drop the log on down just in case on these big ones that the turner kicks it back too far when I go to turn it over. Just a safety precaution. Yeah, I've had 2 or 3 of them in between the mill and the log deck. That's why I do it. I've thrown little ones off too though, so you know it happens. That's another reason I keep those blocks down there, just in case one does fall off. It gives us one end up, and then we can take the lift and lift the other end. That's got us down to 21 inches right there. This one was about 30 whenever we rolled it on. center of this log looks like it's wind shaking a little bit. See if I can get you zoomed in there. See how the core of it is kind of wrapped around. It's not fully, but you can see it on both sides. Look real close right there. See how the rings are starting to peel out? When they start to separate, usually that log's been shaking at some time. If the rings are separating, it's a big old log to be shaking, but you have it. We'll see when we get down there if it starts splitting out. It's as wide as my head's gonna let me open that chute up. We're running a Resharp 747 blade. That's about the only blade we run. We've just found that we really, really like that blade for everything. I mean, it don't matter what you're cutting. Now, if you're cutting green poplar, a 10 degree will outcut it slightly and give you more sharpenings. But the 747 and everything else performs way better. So all around, we just run it. It's easier on the profile when you go to sharpen it and stuff. You don't have to swap the rocks or anything. We've got this one whooped, but you guys can see how it went. See that line that come out right there? I told you it's wind shaking. You can see it bust over there to the side and start to split out. If you look right there where I've got my laser, see it right there where it busted out? I knew that log would be wind shaking. Another decent sized log. This one's at about 21 inches right there where the blade is from the bottom of the, it was probably 25 inches to 26 on the butt end, but we're at 21 right now. But there's 19. Right there. That short piece will make a 4-foot board. I don't think the core of this one is wind shaking. It's not starting to separate, but we'll see as we get down in there to the core part. This one will tell as if it is. I'm more worried about this side over here, that right there. Yeah, it's shaking. You can see it bust out right there. If you watch right in this area, you'll see it split out. See it right there? Anyway, we got those whooped. Just wanted to show you some bigger logs. Here's what I'm using for a laser. I absolutely love this thing. If you guys haven't seen one of these, it's magnetic at the end. It's also got a double clip on the back, but it has a laser on the side. And it's a 3R military laser. You can turn it up or down. It's got 2 different settings on it. And then you can turn the laser on with the light. It's also got a spotlight, a straight light, and I mean it's insanely bright. Like I said, if you haven't seen it in my shorts, and then you've also got a UV light with 2 modes on it that's brighter and stuff. And I mean, you can use it on anything, but I love it for the laser and the flashlight, and it's just super simple, and all this is completely in one small unit. It's got 2 charging ways. You can charge it USB-C on the side right here. Can't open it up with my finger, but you can see it there. And then on the back, it's a magnetic charger, and it's, you know, you use it for working in the truck or anything like that. But I really like this thing. And so far, it's been holding up great. I mean, I dropped it a few times on accident, but it doesn't look that bright now, but I'm telling you, it is crazy bright. I think it's 1,500 lumens, and they've got it up to 1,700 lumens. But just a really snazzy design. You can see your battery and what you've got it set on. You guys seem to like these bigger logs. We can eat through this one. It's probably only, well, I'll tell you how big it is. It's about a 28-inch butt. Let my arms down over on the side to get that way over. My hydraulic pump up here, I'm pointing at with a little black handle, has been losing pressure. I think the seal's bad in it. So I gotta replace it because every now and then it'll just lose pressure. And you know, I can't cut as fast, so that's why I'm not pushing it very hard. Because when it does it, it just makes the blade bevel up. See, he's pumping it up now because it lost pressure. The bigger logs really create a lot of pressure in that pump. I love sawing these logs like this though, that are just big enough that they're almost too big, but they're perfect. Anywhere from 28 to 34 inches. Those are really good logs for sawing on here to get a bunch of footage. we've made this about 15 inches wide, and they're going to split it down the center, and it'll go into pallet material for runners or for top bays, just all kinds of different things like that. This log's going to take about 6.5 minutes. I just got to flip it over and cut it all the way down on the other side once I get it so far down, but we'll move on.